Through how to divide a cubic like this by a linear function using polynomial division. I'm going to walk you through both of these in the video. So let's do this top one first. Now, in each row, you always want to highlight the highest power of x. So on the inside, the highest power of x is x cubed. And then on the outside, the highest power of x is x. And then whatever you've highlighted, you literally want to ignore everything else and just divide them two. So x cubed divided by x, that gives us x squared. So we put our answer up at the top. We then take that x squared that we just worked out and we multiply it by the x minus 2, by the outside of the bus stop. So x squared times x gives us x cubed. X squared times minus 2 gives us minus 2x squared. And then we just minus. Okay? So our first step, we divided these two. That gave us x squared. We then did x squared times by the outside. That gave us x cubed minus 2x squared. And now we're just about to minus them. So x cubed minus x cubed, that just cancels out. 7x squared minus 2x squared becomes 9x squared. And then we have minus 3x minus 30 just drops down. Now that process, we literally just rinse and repeat. We do exactly the same thing. So our new highest power of x is our 9x squared. So we do 9x squared divided by x, that's step 1. So that's going to get us 9x. We then take that 9x exactly like before and we multiply it by the x minus 2. So that gives us 9x squared minus 18x. So you divide to get your 9x. You do 9x multiplied by the outside, that gets us 9x squared minus 18x, and then just like before, step 3 is you just minus them. 9x squared minus 9x squared cancels out. Minus 3x minus 18x becomes positive 15x, and then your minus 30 drops down. So now we move our highlight again, because our highest power of x this time is 15x. 15x divided by x is 15. 15 times x minus 2 becomes 15x minus 30. And then 15x minus 30 minus 15x minus 30 just becomes 0. So then our answer to the x cubed function in pink divided by x minus 2, our answer is up here in blue. X squared plus 9x plus 15. Okay, so let's do that again in this next question. So you might notice that you have 4x cubed plus 13x. This time we don't have an x squared. So what I'd highly recommend is you just move this along a little bit and then you just add yourself in 0x squared. That's going to really help you out to do exactly the same method we just did. Okay, so our highest power of x is 4x cubed, and on the outside it's x. So 4x cubed divided by x becomes 4, if we do it in blue, becomes 4x squared. 4x squared multiplied by x plus 3, multiplied by the outside, becomes 4x cubed plus 12x squared. And then step 3 is just minus. 4x cubed minus 4x cubed cancels out. 0x squared minus 12x squared becomes minus 12x squared. And then your 13x and your 100 just drops down. See how much easier that was when we added in a 0x squared. It was exactly the same as before, right? Okay, so now our highlight moves down to get minus 12x squared. Divide that by x, that gets you minus 12x. Minus 12x times x plus 3 becomes minus 12x squared minus 36x. And then if we minus them, minus 12 minus minus 12 cancels out. 13 minus minus 36 becomes 49x. And then the 100 drops down as well. Okay, so move the highlight. 49x divided by x becomes plus 49, and then 49 times x plus 3 becomes 49x plus 49 times 3, 120, 147. If we shuffle this over a little bit so we can see the writing. Minus those. 49x minus 49x cancels out. However, this time 100 take away 147 leaves us a remainder of minus 47. So this whole thing to do with remainders, when we did our cubic divided by x minus 2, we didn't get a remainder, we got 0. And that means that x minus 2 is a factor of a cubic. So just like if you did 24 divided by 6, you'd get 4, remainder 0. And because you don't get a remainder, that means 6 and 4 are factors. However, down here, if you did 15 divided by 6, you would get 2, remainder 3. Which means because you get a remainder, 6 is not a factor of 15. So because we get a remainder of minus 47, that means x plus 3 is not a factor of our polynomial. I'll see you in the next video. And don't forget to check out our A-level resources. We've got tons of video solutions, worked solutions, and practice questions for the whole of this topic.